The KO though, what good can YESicaN do here instead of going back through? Blackhawk still his position not quite seen here. YESicaN goes for the high ground. Still not seen a single player yet. Eventually able to finish the Viper. It's suddenly everyone collapses. It's all on Blackhawk. 1 versus 3. Caught off in the open. Fancy a immaculate retake there. There's
Tentativeness, I'll say. Suka ready and waiting to hold it back to this collapse, but Whimp is hungry, but Whimp's actually going to be shut down by Suka. Can they get a second one? Yes, they can, and that is spiked down. And now someone needs to collect it, and they need to try something else. But BADlove ready and waiting for a little rotation coming through. YESicaN is able to shut them down. Can nizzy actually finally win out this gunfight? Logi getting the pick there onto killers. That's certainly going to lighten the load a little bit. 4 versus 2, though, it's a very uncomfortable situation.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, especially when you're nowhere near the spike. nizzy getting one to Logi there, and there's that second. Really a case of Fancy trying to come back now. There we go. YESicaN taking out BADlove. That's certainly going to alleviate some of this pressure as they try and go for what could be a retake now. I think it's going to be there. We go. Spike is planted. Suka ready and waiting. See if anyone is gonna be caught off guard by potential macaroni. But here we go, Logi ready and waiting. 1 step ahead. YESicaN taking out Blackhawk as Paradox takes on killers, but YESicaN once again 3rd kill for the round, taking out Paradox. 2 versus 2.
Dragon's gonna buy a little bit of time here. YESicaN though, no longer suppressed. Logi playing lineups, which is going to buy even more time here. The perfect agents really for this after plan, but now it's for the ace. YESicaN delivers now. Low HP on YESicaN. Oh, he may have misjudged that. I don't think there's enough
to Suka now. A lot of utility as well to cut off the lines of sight. A little bit of a spray and pray here, but there we go. Blackhawk flanking around that little pyramid, and that's going to make things a little bit easier. But the Viper's Pit has indeed been opened. That's going to allow that plant to go down and nice and safely. The pre-fires for the Cloud might be a key here, but nizzy actually is going to get that all-important pick onto Logi, and that's going to drop the pit.
That's going to be difficult for him. Gets out of there in the nick of time, but with very few blades left, it's the Sheriffs now that have to do the brunt of the damage.
100%. Beautiful trades all across the board. A 3 versus 3, a little bit scrappy now this round, as both teams really starting to try and make these engagements go in their favor. The objective is being forced, however. We do see Paradox planting down, and there we go. Can they hold these angles together? The Owl Drone gives a little bit of intel there towards the back, but beautiful shot there by nizzy yet again, taking out Paradox and poor Blackhawk in a very uncomfortable position. A 1 versus 3. That call-out's going to come through now. They know exactly where he is, and there we go, the crossfire from nizzy. Coming through to try and move nizzy from this position, but nizzy not willing to give it up just yet. Even Flash trying to go for a cheeky pop shot. Beautiful shot there. Whimp falling down. Can the trade come through? Yes, it can. That's not a spicy shot of their own, but YESicaN ready and waiting to trade that back out again. Can they get a second? Or can Blackhawk and Logi do this? Can they finally get a round on the board? Logi is going to pull down, and there we go. Going into the hands of Revenant, they just need to hold these angles, hold onto this site for as long as they can. So much util being used there to push away the players, and there we go. Killers is going to get that pick on the Paradox, and that's going to start to whittle down these 4 attackers. But Whimp has something to say about it. Beautiful shot down to YESicaN. A scrappy scrap fest now as we're in a 2 versus 2. They're going to try and stick this defuse, go for a little bit of cover as well. Logi, you've got to peek it, my friend. You've got to peek it. So what do you do when you do have ops against you like that? Killer S taking one down, and actually they don't have time to defuse it.
Try and shut down this attack.
And here we go, but Killer S is ready and waiting, shutting down Whimp. He needs to be res. There's a bit of cover to do so, but there we go. Super beautiful pick down to Logi. No immediate trade just yet. There we go. There is that all-important trade. Suka falling down as Paradox gets that engagement. But have they noted Killer S? No, they haven't, because he's going to get a 2k for his confidence. Yet again, a 3k now. And that is
my! An immortal performance so far. Paradox now swinging straight into the Cypher. Is he able to catch him off guard? Yes, he is. Suka falls. The change of pace is working now for Revenant. And look at Paradox. He's delving into the depths of spawn for Fancy here. He's going to be spotted out, but he doesn't care. That 1,000-folded steel will find the skull of YESicaN now. Paradox continues his attack. There's the no command to at least delay their Blaze Storm effectiveness. But hey, he's got a Vandal. He can do better. YESicaN can trade, but with 2 players over to spawn, what good can they do? YESicaN on the other side of his wall now. This is where things get interesting. Paradox on for the ace. All amount of HP left on Logi there without shields. But nonetheless, it's a 4-on-3 retake circumstance. Paradox instantly shuts down the run it back. And better still, he avoids the counter operator shot there. High ground's taken momentarily by nizzy just to avoid the attack. Flash goes out, Paradox backs off. nizzy uses that to shut down Logi, and there goes the Viper Spit. Missed shot for Paradox now, he's starting to get pushed down. Fully blinded. YESicaN chimes in. It's all on BADlove. Good for the first, spots out the second now. Winning this would be crucial. However, he just gets
personal waiting for this push to start coming through, and there we go. That lineup would have been called out, but the flash is there, and they managed to get 1 there. They get 2. Whimp as well, taking down killers. nizzy trying their best to try and trade off, but it's not coming through just yet. But there we go. Suka is able to shut down Paradox before they can go and do any more aggressive shenanigans right now, and that must have put a little bit of a spanner in the works for the side of Fancy, because I don't think they were expecting that aggression for Revenant Creme.
No, me neither. And for Revenant, this is where things get interesting, because that was a very clean shutdown. Both the snake bite, the fragment, every kind of player in position to stop that attack works beautifully.
Cage triggered.
Suka now. Let's try and work with a bit of space here on the Cypher. Cross out the KO angle. In fact, actually just gets out of there. I really like that reposition. nizzy has already been able to go into the back line now. This is where things get interesting. On that back line, BADlove good for the first. YESicaN falls. Trades are beautiful though. However, when it rains, it pours. Neural Theft comes out as well. Whimp's position going to be telegraphed to the rest of Fancy. And with that, nizzy, despite being on less than half HP, he's going to continue fighting. I really quite like this.
100%. A little bit of an awkward retake to have to do. Do you go for that very awkward choke point together and hope that you can swing 2 angles at once, or do you go for the save? It looks like Whimp's kind of wandering off into no man's land, so it looks like Whimp's willing to save for now, but Paradox is actually trying to get a few exit frags under their belt. Ooh, there's one, but there we go. Traded out almost instantaneously their way to join them. So it could be a full team execute now with only Whimp ready and waiting at the back, but the rotation is coming through. So a little bit of backup needed as here we go. The collapse is coming through. BADlove gets a pick onto nizzy, but Suka and Killers is able to trade it back. A 3 versus 3 with 40 seconds on the clock. I think it's going to get scrappy very quickly as that plant starts to get down. Paradox desperately trying to find the heads of these players, really trying to make it work, but YESicaN is the one to win out that engagement. And Suka onto blackhawk as well. Poor Logi, they know exactly where he is right now, so again, the util to come out and try and enable them to cut off some potential lines of sight, but they have no information as to where these players are, and it could get very uncomfortable very quickly. The crossfire, there we go.
Round. Revenant have got 7 rounds in 2 maps. That's insane.
Yeah. And rightly so, Fancy is going to make fast and furious and punchy right now, but Whimp ready and waiting is going to shut down that ultimate now. Beautiful shot there by Paradox as well. Someone needs to try and get them up. And, oh my goodness me. It's like a disco light. Green and red all across the board. A 2 versus 2. That was very, very scrappy, Creme, on both sides. Can Fancy sneak their way into sight and try and stick this execute? Looks like Suka. There we go. Logi is actually able to shut them down, and nizzy's in a very uncomfortable position right now. They are able to get the ulti pick there onto Paradox, and they know they're in a 1 versus 1. They can make this into a 1v1 post.